You wake up. Another day begins, but something feels off. You check your phone, brush your teeth, go through the motions. You smile when you're supposed to. You nod when people talk. But deep inside, there's a silence. A quiet question echoing in your mind. Is this it? Is this what life is supposed to feel like? That question doesn't go away. It lingers. It grows louder. Until one day you can't ignore it anymore. Right now, somewhere in the world, someone's staring at their ceiling at 3 a.m. They have everything they thought they wanted, a job, a home, a routine, and yet they feel like they're fading away. You know that feeling, don't you? That emptiness in your chest that whispers, "You're lost." But what if being lost isn't the end? What if it's the beginning? Because that emptiness, it's not a curse. It's a compass. It's life's way of saying, you're meant for more. The awakening. Henry David Thoreau once said, "Not until we are lost do we begin to understand ourselves." Read that again. Not until we are lost. Being lost isn't failure, it's awakening. Most people never feel lost because they never question anything. They follow. They conform. They fade quietly into the crowd. But you're different. You're asking questions. You're restless. And that's where real transformation begins. Viktor Frankl, a man who survived Nazi concentration camps, had everything stripped away, his family, his freedom, his future. And yet, in that darkness, he discovered a truth that would change humanity. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control what it means. That's where freedom begins. The hidden truth. Frankl taught us, those who have a why to live can bear almost any how. Your pain right now, it's not meaningless. It's asking you a question. What will you live for? Not what society wants. Not what your parents expect. What you were put here to do. Steve Jobs said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Every day you wait is a day you'll never get back. Every moment you spend trying to fit in is a moment you're not becoming who you were meant to be." And remember this, Jobs also said, "Everything around you that you call life was made up by people no smarter than you." Read that again. No smarter than you. The life you want? It's not reserved for the chosen few. It's built by ordinary people who refuse to stay ordinary. The choice between stimulus and response, there's a space. And in that space lies your power to choose. You have two choices right now. Stay in the fog or walk through it. Most people stay. It's safer. It's comfortable. But you didn't come this far to stay small. Robin Sharma once said, "Feeling lost? Good. Now you get to walk new paths that lead to much better places." Every person you admire was once lost. Every success story began in confusion. The difference? They didn't wait for clarity, they created it. Step by step. Choice by choice. Van Gogh said, "If you hear a voice within you say, 'You cannot paint,' then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. The doubt in your head? Silence it with action. The fear in your heart? Defeat it with motion. The real power," Steve Jobs once revealed, "you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. Every failure, every detour, every sleepless night, they're all dots. And one day you'll look back and realize they weren't random, they were necessary. The universe never shows you the whole staircase, just the next step. And that's all you need." Frankl wrote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." Maybe you can't change your job today. Maybe you can't change your surroundings right now. But you can always change you. Your attitude, your discipline, your belief. That's where your power lives. The moment of decision. Right now, you're standing at a fork in the road. One path leads back to comfort, to the familiar fog. The other, it's uncertain, unpredictable, but alive. Is where your truth lives. Dolly Parton said, "If you don't like the road you're walking, pave another one." You have the power to build a new road starting today. Joseph Campbell taught, "We must be willing to let go of the life we have planned, so as to have the life that is waiting for us." Let go of the old version of you, the one that tried to please everyone, the one that played it safe. That version served its purpose, but it's time to evolve, to rise. Viktor Frankl once said, "It does not really matter what we expect from life, but rather what life expects from us." So let me ask you, what does life expect from you right now? Will you shrink or rise? Will you surrender or fight? Frankl wrote, "The way they bore their suffering was a genuine inner achievement. It is this spiritual freedom, which cannot be taken away, that makes life meaningful. Your suffering has meaning if you give it meaning. Transform it into fuel." Michael Jordan said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games, 26 times. I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the doorway to it. So get up. Take the shot. You're not broken because you feel lost. You're awakening. This confusion, darkness, and doubt, they're not the obstacles. They're the path. Every struggle is shaping you. Every challenge is preparing you. You weren't put on this earth to be ordinary. You were made to create, to love, to matter. Frankl's final lesson was this: life never ceases to have meaning, even in suffering and death. So breathe, standhalten, and take the first step. The life you've been searching for is not out there. It's waiting inside you. All you have to do is begin.